Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in a valley between two mountain ranges, there lived a young boy named Aiden. Aiden was a curious and inquisitive child who loved to explore the woods and fields surrounding his village. He was fascinated by the wonders of nature, and often spent hours wandering through the forest, marveling at the intricate beauty of the plants and animals that called it home. One day, as Aiden was exploring a particularly dense thicket of trees, he stumbled upon a small clearing that he had never seen before. In the center of the clearing stood a tall, ancient oak tree, its branches stretching upwards towards the sky. As Aiden approached the tree, he felt a strange sense of peace and comfort wash over him. He couldn't explain it, but it was as if the tree was alive, and somehow communicating with him. Over the years, Aiden returned to the oak tree many times, each time feeling more and more connected to it. He began to see the tree as a symbol of something greater, something beyond his own understanding. He began to refer to it as God, even though he didn't fully understand what that meant. As Aiden grew older, he became more and more curious about the concept of God. He talked to the elders in his village, read books and scriptures, and listened to the stories of travelers passing through. He began to understand that God was not just a tree, but a force that existed everywhere, all around him. Even when Aiden didn't fully believe in God, he still felt its presence in his life. When he was lost in the woods, he felt a sense of direction guiding him. When he was hungry, he always managed to find food. And when he was lonely, he always found comfort in the company of animals and plants. As Aiden grew older, he began to see God in everything around him. He saw it in the sunrise, in the laughter of children, and in the simple act of sharing a meal with friends. And even though he didn't always understand why things happened the way they did, he knew that God was always there, guiding him on his journey. Years passed, and Aiden became an old man. His body grew weak, and his eyesight began to fade. But even as he faced his own mortality, he remained at peace, knowing that God was with him, and that he was never truly alone. On the day of his passing, Aiden's family and friends gathered around him, mourning his loss. But as they said their goodbyes, they felt a strange sense of comfort and peace, as if Aiden was still with them, watching over them from beyond. For Aiden, God had been a constant presence throughout his life, guiding him, comforting him, and giving him hope. And even in death, he knew that God would be waiting for him, welcoming him into a new world of endless wonder and beauty.